First of all, you have that like button, you have that share button, you have that subscribe button. Also donate, man. Don't hate. But women, they know when you are on semen retention. You know what I'm saying? And you can't fall for the deception in this realm. You know what I'm saying? Because women, they're gonna try to deceive you. You know what I'm saying? To reverse your frequency to get you to actually let out your Kundalini energy, to let out your solar energy so they can drain you. You know what I'm saying? Women, they benefit off of semen. You know what I'm saying? Especially when they you know, they take it in through their mouth, right? They use superhead, you know what I'm saying? And then when they take it on your energy. You know what I'm saying? Semen is good for a woman's health. So, you know what I'm saying? So you guys gotta understand, man, when you in this third dimensional realm, that women, they can feel your energy. They can feel your electromagnetic charge. You know, this is why you have to if you truly on your purpose and you about purpose, you're gonna have to deviate yourself from women to a certain extent. Now, I'm not saying you can't hang around women or nothing like that. Some guys, they can even have sex with women on semen retention and not release, right? Which is a that's a possible thing to do, right? It's very, very possible. But a lot of guys, they can't do that. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't have that control. You know what I'm saying? You know, and it take a lot of breath work. Like when you smashing a female, and I know it's raining outside, like I said before. And when you smashing a lot of people, more people just came in. So if you smashing a female, and you know, right before you about to orgasm, if you could stop and then take your breaths, you know what I'm saying? Breathe in through your nostrils and then out your mouth, and to be able to like allow, you know, the sperm to like heal your insides, you know what I'm saying? And it heals your mind, heal your brain when you do that. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of guys, they can't do that. So as you stay on semen, the longer you stay on semen retention, guys, the more you're gonna start to notice like women, they starting to respect you, because spiritually and energetically you starting to respect yourself. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Turner? A lot of guys, they don't understand this. A lot of guys are, you know, they lost about this Kundalini energy that they have within them, this chi energy that they have within them. So if you on your purpose, man, like I said, I pretty much been on monk mode the whole time I've been on YouTube. Pretty much. I'm not gonna say 100%, you know what I'm saying, but pretty much, because I deal with women that, you know, it's women that come in at my job and stuff like that. So I work fast food, but anyway. Outside of that, I pretty much been on monk mode. And yeah, I can smash chick and not orgasm. You know, I have that discipline, right? And I know how to do breath work behind that, right? To actually, you know, get that arousal so it can heal my inside, so the Kundalini energy can shoot up to the brain, right? It makes me more, it makes me feel alive, and it heals the brain. But you gotta look out for these women. It's a lot of Jezebels, it's more succubus women than anything. You know what I'm saying? Guys, they talk about the Jezebel woman, but it's more succubus women out here than anything, man. They want to suck you dry. Not only through, you know, having an orgasm, but financially, spiritually. You know, women, they can, you know, they can cipher between a guy who's on semen retention and a guy who's not on semen retention. Because the guy that's not on semen retention, they're quick to throw themselves at women. But when you are on semen retention in this third dimensional realm, everything, it reverses. You know, instead of you throwing yourself at women, women start to throw themselves at you. And you gotta have that spiritual eye. You gotta have that spiritual mind. You know, which is acclimated to the Most High. You gotta have that Christ consciousness. You gotta really tap in. See, this is why a lot of guys, they can't stay on semen retention for too long, because they don't know their limits with women. You know, because they lack self-control. This is why a lot of guys, they can't stay on it too long. But certain guys, they can stay on semen retention as long as they want, because they know for a fact they have a purpose. You know, they putting their purpose before women. You know, the guys that's putting women before their purpose, excuse me, they're subjugated this third dimensional realm. They attach to this third dimensional realm and the people and places and the things of this third dimensional realm. But it's some guys they're spiritual. They're attached to the Most High, and they're not attached to things. They can deviate from things in this third dimensional realm, so they can deviate from women. You know, they can have a genuine conversation with a woman, and a woman get up on them and they can hold a woman and all that type of stuff while they by the lake, and then after that, he going about his business. He deviate from her and go work on his purpose, and she deviate from him and work on his purpose. Most guys they can't do that. You know, as soon as they meet a woman, right then and there they want to smash. But when you get on semen retention for a long time, eventually your mind starts to shift. You start to become more spiritual. You start to value yourself more. You start to value your health more. Because that's what semen retention is supposed to do. It's supposed to make you value your health, which is your sperm, right? It's part of your health, big part of your life, right? It's your life force. But you guys gotta make sure that you gotta know how far to take it with women. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, they know who own it. Like, bruh, it's females. I'm not gonna sit up here and lie. Like, it's females. Like, I've watched their channels in the past because I'm lusting after them. Like on YouTube. I ain't gonna say no name, but I'm watching their channels and stuff like that. And then I'm not kidding you guys. Last December, right? That's when the algorithm was like popping. Like in December, the algorithm, bro, you supposed to post the most in December, just to give you content creators, give y'all some game, right? That's when you post the most, cause everybody on vacation and stuff like that, and on their phones and all that type of stuff, right? But the same girls that I was looking at their YouTube stuff, their YouTube content, they're liking my post on Instagram. So I'm like, oh, so like they know who I am. You know what I'm saying? Now, you know, I took my mind off of them. You know, I stopped watching I stopped watching their YouTube and stuff like that. I just was posting a lot. And then they on my Instagram liking when I'm posting on Instagram. And these girls got hundreds of thousands of subscribers. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, wow, like they know, guys, they know men that are working hard. They know men that are on semen retention. And what they was doing was they was liking my stuff just to let me know that they're watching me. But at the same time, it was crazy, bro, because like for years, every now and then I would check and watch them because they find females, they bad, you know, bad chicks, you know what I'm saying? So I would watch them, and you know, sometimes I just go on their YouTube channel and I just watch, see how many subscribers they got, and then I click off. But bruh, like, yeah, women, they know, bro. They know men that's on semen retention and that's on their purpose. Like, even females from my elementary, guys, telling you. This one female from my elementary, she added me. I'm not gonna say her name, but she added me. We used to go together, I think. Yeah. Well, I think I went with her for a little minute in elementary, right? Now she's adding me. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting closer and closer to my dreams. Like, women, they can sense when a man is getting closer and closer to becoming successful. They can sense a man that's like working hard. You know, when you on semen retention, they can just sense it, bro. Like the girl of your dreams, like you be so up. That's when I wasn't on semen retention. When I was watching the female posts on YouTube. I mean, when I was watching their channel sometimes, cause I find they even can smell you. It's crazy. Yeah, man. Yeah, it's crazy. But like I said, man, the girl of your dreams, once you stop worrying about them and you get on semen retention and you start to chase your dreams, which is your purpose, the girls of your dreams, they'll, you know, start to chase you. Now, I'm not saying these girls are of my dream, but I'm not gonna sit up here a lot. Back then, I really wanted them. I'm like, bro, those some fine chicks on, those some bad bitches on, you know, on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? But now they liking my stuff, so they watching me. And one of the girls, she make over 200K. You know, she make over 200,000 a month. And another girl, I think she rich, cause she been on YouTube way longer than the other girl. But yeah, she be showing bands too. But it's not all about the money. But I'm just telling you guys, like, it's crazy how everything the psychology, everything reverses when you get on semen retention. Now, you stop worrying about women, women start worrying about you. The less you care about women, the more you focus on yourself, the more women care about you. That's what you're saying. And that's not just like you playing games. It's a spiritual, it's a spiritual thing. Everything works in a symbiotic connection, guys. I'm trying to tell you. When you focus on yourself as a man, when you stop putting yourself last, women gonna notice that you on semen retention. This is what guys do that's on semen retention. They don't put themselves last. They put themselves right after God. You know what I'm saying? So you guys gotta understand that. I know. See, a lot of y'all guys, y'all on and off semen retention. Y'all go for a couple of days and then y'all relapse. Bro, you gotta at least go for like a month to like really feel the benefits. I mean, bro, like I totally stopped watching. Like I stopped like watching the YouTube stuff, and then all of a sudden last December they liking my post on Instagram. Like I guess it's them saying that we watching you now. You know what I'm saying? It was crazy. It's crazy, bro. But semen retention, like I said, it can make you rich. And like I said, a lot of guys, they don't care about themselves. A lot of guys got low self-esteem. It's a lot of guys, bro, it's a lot of guys that's married, bro. They releasing so much. They releasing they releasing their solar energy so much, they chi energy so much every night, releasing. You know what I'm saying? That's why a lot of guys, they end up being fun in the beginning of the relationship because they're not releasing it like that. When the dating part, right? They be fun with the girl because they trying to sleep with the girl. So they going out, doing all this type of stuff. And then once they get with the girl, getting that relationship, then they start smashing the girl. They keep releasing semen. That's why a lot of dudes become, homebodies. They become house dudes, right? Because they don't want to do nothing because they draining their energy. And then they wonder why the girl cheating on them. And I'm not saying that's an excuse for a girl to cheat, for a woman to cheat. But I'm just saying. I'm in one of the girls on my school bus, and she says we're holding something. I said, holding what? Wow. Bro, that's crazy. Bro, that's crazy right there. That's crazy, Turner. I'm telling you. Yeah, like females, like spiritually, they know something. They can just sense something different about you. It's the vibration. You hold it in your energy. That's what it is, Turner. That's what she meant. You holding in your kundalini energy to elevate. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, bro, these females, I remember one time, I shared this story multiple times, but I'm gonna share it again. Like I remember one time, like one female, no, it was like two females. I was in a Dollar Tree, and then I was walking out of Dollar Tree. It was a female. There was two females behind me, right? So we in the line. They got their stuff rung up, and then they walking out of Dollar Tree. I got my stuff rung up, and I walk out, right behind them. They both holding the door. I'm talking about two females both got their hand on the door, holding the door for me. And I'm not saying both doors was open. They were just both holding that one door, making sure that they was holding it for me. I mean, that's semen retention, man. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, guys, it's real. Your electromagnetic energy, your life force, man. This is why they say, in Star Wars, let the force be with you. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say that's why they're saying it. No, I'm not saying that's why they're saying it. But when you want semen retention, you should have it in your head. Let the force be with you. You should have that in your head because it's gonna give you a force that you never had before. It's gonna give you energy that you never had before. I remember you said that. Yeah, Turner. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying this multiple times because I gotta share my testimony, like my confession, bro. You know what I'm saying? A lot of guys they don't believe in this. They think it's a hoax or a joke. If it don't work for you, then it don't work for you. But a lot of guys that I know that's on semen retention, they became rich. That's online. That's practicing semen retention. I know one guy. He's rich. You know what I'm saying? He's practicing semen retention. He's rich now. That do YouTube. So semen retention, bro, it can take you a long way. You just gotta be careful about these females, right? You can't allow them to control you. You can't allow their body. You can't allow their features to control you. You gotta be a strong-minded man. You know, a lot of men, they're not strong-minded men. Because like I said, bro, semen retention, it got to heal your brain. My bad, guys. It got to heal your brain, guys. It does. You know, the weather keep changing. It's Florida, guys, so I got allergies. You know. But anyway, yeah, you got to wait till your brain heal on semen retention in order for you to reap the full benefits of semen retention. In order for you to look at women different. You know, I just be one about myself and better in my life. So many guys out here wasting money on women so much. Especially these guys, they become successful when they start to spend all their money on women. Like that's ridiculous. They hustling backwards. You can't go nowhere like that. That's why I really deal with women that's making money. I really deal with women that's making money. Or that's making more than me. I don't care. And you know what I'm saying? I really deal with a woman that's actually making some money. Right? 10,000, 20, 15,000 a month, or whatever. But that's up there. That ain't gotta that's not relying on me for anything. Because she know that she know her worth, right? You know what I'm saying? But guys, man, semen retention gonna make me eventually. I'm gonna get to where I want to be at on this platform. You know, I'm a you know, y'all gonna see some of the wealth. You know, I'm gonna show y'all how semen retention, you know, can really change your life. You know what I'm saying? I gotta show you guys, you know, different things. You know, how it can change your life completely. You know, not in a flexing way, but in a motivation way. So guys, man, like I said, the women, they know the men that's in masculine frame. What they're gonna try to do is they're gonna try to test you because that's a woman's job. A lot of guys, they don't like that. We don't like that as men, women testing us. But their job is to test us. Just to see if we stand in frame. Just to see if we a man. Right? Not a simp. You know, the simps, they gonna always lose. You know what I'm saying? But the men, we gonna win. You know, some billionaires they on semen retention. They probably still practicing every now and then. Anthony Ford, Bill Gates. You know, millionaires, 50 Cent. You know, Drake. You know, they talk about it in their music, guys. They're talking about this stuff. They talking about it in their music. Look it up. Look up semen retention Drake, semen retention 50 Cent, or semen retention some rapper, you know, some famous rapper. They talk about it in the music. They leave hints. But a lot of guys, they don't get it. Because they're carnal minded. They're not spiritual minded. Men. A lot of guys, they're not spiritual minded men. Yeah, they spiritual beings, but their mind is not, it doesn't work in symbiotic connection with the Most High. Right? So I hope you guys got some advice. Hope it helped you out and encourage you in some sort of way, man. Just know that women, they know when you are on semen retention. And you got to stand firm. You know what I'm saying? You can't play games. You got to stand on what you really believe in. You got to really practice what you preach. I'm practicing what I preach, man. If I'm on semen retention, I'm on it. I'm not saying I'm on it all the time, but the majority of the time, guys, because sometimes I step up every now and then too. But the majority of the time, I'm monk mode. That's why I can drop all these videos. Why you think for 4 years straight, I haven't had a month off without dropping a video. I'm serious, not even 2 weeks. Constantly dropping videos. Trying to help you guys out. So hope you guys got some advice in this video. Hope it helped you out and encourage you some sort of